What's up? Welcome back, guys, to the 16th episode of our Pokemon Heart Gold Randomized Loyalocke. I have some fun stuff I think I want to talk about today. But first of all, I am just happy to get into this. I mean, I did heal up my team between episodes and came back here, which I guess I'll throw Mothra on the front just in case, kind of. But first thing I want to talk about in general, after I'm done with this episode, I'm going to cook. I like cooking. I'm just saying. I like cooking food, especially when it's good food. I know it's going to be good food. I got, I'm just making some grilled chicken, and then green beans and fried rice, which I am very excited for. Also, this is a really good matchup for me, actually. Already know Dr. Pepper, of course. What else? Oh, no way that doesn't kill. But anyways, yeah, I'm pretty excited for today. The main thing I really wanted to talk about today, like a pretty serious topic. Not a sad topic though. Just serious, because I just really need to shout somebody out real quick. And that is one of my best friends, Kevin. Now, Kevin, I know you're listening to this shit at some point. Whenever this gets uploaded, I know you're going to hear this. This was recorded fucking probably about a week ago, before this actually goes up, roughly. Okay, not that long. It's probably more like 4 days, 3-4 days, something like that. Regardless, this is a bad matchup. I'm really bad against flying types. Holy fuck. Regardless, Kevin, I need to shout you out because you had made me realize something that I hadn't realized prior to us talking yesterday. We played Overwatch yesterday for a couple hours. We started at like 8 o'clock. So I'm sure you remember that. Now, when we were talking, you said something that made me fucking so happy, dude. Genuinely so happy. You like made my day. You made my week when you said this, and that's why I gotta shout you out. So first of all, thank you. And what you said to me was, you don't know how I'd do it. Do what exactly? Balance everything. There's so much to do, so little time to get everything done. And I didn't realize how much effort I was putting into everything until you pointed it out to me. Because frankly, it's hard to juggle so many things at once. And I mean, somebody actually realizing how much work I've been putting into everything makes me feel so good. And granted, even with that, the other day, I mean, I think I had talked in one of the other episodes from yesterday, where I had mentioned that there was I saw an old picture of me from like a couple days ago, from like earlier this year, and I couldn't believe the transformation. I looked so big. I looked like puffy in the face, especially. Like, I couldn't believe it. And it made me so fucking happy to see that transition, because realistically, like, I'm like, oh, I see that I've lost weight from the numbers on a scale, but like realistically, I was like, do I even look any different? I didn't know how different I actually did look until I saw that picture, and I couldn't believe it. Granted, I'm not putting the picture up on screen because it also has my sister in the picture, you know, but still, regardless, you get the point. That made me so happy. But then when he mentioned that I was doing all, you know, juggling so much and still managing to just, you know, improve and become a better person, it made me real happy, you know, because I'm, you know, I got family shit that I gotta, you know, deal with, or not really deal with, I guess isn't the best way to put it, but events that I have to go to, you know, all the time, you know, for like just summer shit. Basically, I got these these big parties and stuff that's with my family, hanging out with friends like nonstop, while also trying to work, which I've been working a shit ton, like almost 60 hours, like every other week. And like the weeks that I'm not working 60 hours, I'm still working like a 48 or something like that. It's still a lot of hours being worked, while also recording, hanging out with friends as much as possible, and going out on dates every once in a while, which obviously, I mean, I haven't really been doing a lot of that, but like I'm still managing to juggle all this stuff. And somebody realizing that I've been putting in so much work on that, into that, just feels so good. Plus obviously me bettering myself with weight loss, in general, and trying to better the way I look, but also better the way I, my work, and everything that I do, really. And somebody pointing it out to me and not, and being so serious about it, I guess, really made me happy. So I got to shout that guy out. Love you, Kevin. And now it makes me want to talk about our friendship in general to people who may not know this. First of all, me and this dude met in elementary school. He moved away. He came back. And we became friends again. According to him, I don't remember him ever meeting this guy prior, but he will stand on it. So I'm just gonna agree with him on this. But all in the span of just middle school, like a couple years, or not middle school, elementary school. Became friends in like 3rd grade or something like that, or 4th grade maybe it was. I don't remember, one or the other. I'm sure he knows better than I do. And ever since then, we've been friends. And of course, there have been little hiccups here and there between friendships, as that's what happens in general. I mean, of course, right? But the main thing that I think of when it comes to our friend group when like our friendship in general, is the short period of time of maybe a couple years or so that we just did not talk to each other. And one of our other friends, Tate, had actually brought this up to me a while back, because excuse me, and he called it the Great Divide between me and Kevin, which I found very funny. And it wasn't that long of a time. It was like probably about a year or two. It wasn't a super long time, but it was enough. And it was very strange when we started talking to each other again and everything, because the main thing that happened between us, I guess, is that it was like our senior year and stuff, after the soccer season was already over, because we both played soccer together, of course. But after the soccer season was over, our senior year, we didn't talk too much, because he was going to school and I was in online school. While all this was going on as well, he was really close to another friend of ours at the time, who is no longer friends with either of us. Thank the Lords for both of us. Holy shit. And he was very close to this guy, where this guy was practically living at his house. And I hated him. I hated him so much. I don't... And it's not even... Like, I didn't hate him at first, but I grew to hate him, I should say, realistically. And eventually I just couldn't stand him anymore. And because of it, I didn't talk to Kevin. And then after senior year ended, and stuff, Kevin moved to Pennsylvania, which I live in Connecticut, to go to Penn State. And he, him being further away also made it hard. Eventually, he was no longer friends with this other kid that I didn't like. And after that happened, you know, we started talking kind of randomly again. And it was really awkward at first because it was kind of like one of those things where it's like, yo, like, what have we been doing for the past 2 years? Like, we were like basically inseparable in high school, best friends and all that. And now we just stopped talking, all because there was some, you know, we were separated, and because there was somebody that I didn't like that you were friends with. I mean, stupid, right? Really stupid. Granted, obviously no longer friends with that guy, either one of us, and that has nothing to do with me trying to get him out of the group either, because he ended up getting out of the group before I was back in the group, funny enough. So, but either way, yeah, there was the whole great divide between us and stuff, which was such a weird time for me, for us in general as friends. But now it's like that never happened. And it's amazing. And obviously that was years ago now, when that happened, probably. Actually, not even that long. I mean, we've been friends again, at least, like, talking again for like at least a year, or like 2 years probably now. But this dude has been a really good friend of mine for an insanely long time. And I just really need to point that out, like, how much I really appreciate him. I appreciate all my friends, obviously. But especially when it comes to Kevin, there's a difference, I guess, where me and him have a strange connection, I guess. It's hard to explain, but it also just makes a lot of sense. Where we're close friends, obviously, but like it's almost more like brothers than friends. Like, if like, that's the best way I can explain it. Because it's not exactly, you know, a relationship like I have with my brother. Obviously, we're closer than that when it comes, like, I talk to Kevin all the time, or I don't really talk to my brother all the time. But it's just a different feeling. Like, it's like I could talk to him about the most random shit about my life and have deep conversations with him that I don't have with other people, which is my favorite thing about Kevin. I can talk to him and have deep conversations with him. And that's the sort of thing I really don't have with a lot of my other friends. Even, you know, the person that I would call my best friend, I don't have those types of conversations with him, even though, you know, I would consider him my best friend. It's hard to explain, I guess. But yeah, I just really need to shout out Kevin. I need to shout out all my friends, especially for when I went through a really tough time, and they were all there to cheer me up, basically, and they helped me through everything that I went through, more than my family did, in all honesty. And my family did help me a lot through that whole situation, of course, you know, at the end of last year. But friends and family help in different ways. So without my friends, it would have been way harder. So I just love these guys, and you know, I really just wanted to shout out Kevin for what he said to me yesterday while playing Overwatch. It really, like, genuinely made my day. And our Overwatch was a fucking weird day of gaming too. So, like, it wasn't the best. It was very odd. But yeah, other than that, yo, these statue things are so annoying. Like, I hate these trainers. Excuse me. That Dr. Pepper's hitting, though. Dr. Pepper's hitting. Yo, can I just hit this guy with a Vine Whip, please? Like, what the fuck? So, other than that, though, like, what else do I have to talk about today? I had something else in mind, and I've kind of forgotten it, I think. Other than the fact that I'm cooking later. I can't wait to cook after this. It's not even that I'm that hungry. It's just that I like good food, and I know I can make good food, you know? So, yeah, that's really all I got. Man, I can't wait. Fuck you and your parafuse right now, dude. You're annoying me. Oh, I also, on top of this Dr. Pepper that I'm almost done with, I also have the Mill Tank mug filled with coffee, which I wasn't drinking originally because it was really hot, and I'm kind of warm in here in general right now, so I was like, what's the other thing I want? So there is something else I want to talk about, and it's, you know, the girls that I talked about last episode. I had two of them, or one of the last two episodes, regardless. There are two of these girls that I've been kind of started talking to and stuff. But the thing I have to mention about them is that, dude, girls be weird. And I just want to mention this in general. Girls be weird. And, you know, obviously this could be also partially just being a dating app thing in general, of course. You know that it's not going to be ideal when you're on a dating app, obviously. Relationships do come out of them, but it's not that often, frankly. A lot of times you end up meeting somebody in person, and then you just get off the dating app because of that. But regardless, these two girls I've been talking to, one of them texted her this morning, right? You know, good morning, you know, how are you doing, whatever. She's like, oh, I woke up late today. I normally wake up 5 in the morning. You normally wake up, first of all, whack. That's pretty early, unless you're like waking up for work, obviously. In my case, I wake up at 6, which I guess is also kind of early in a way, but Gonlonberry, isn't that the defensive one? The one that raises your defense? Oh, excuse me. Dude, these things are so annoying, frankly. They really are. Where was I? Oh yeah, so and after that, after she responded to my good morning text, right? I text her again. No response after that for the whole day. And I know she was active on Instagram because she's posting on her story and shit. So it's like, okay, why even respond to me if you're gonna ghost me, first of all? And if you're not ghosting me and you're just, you know, feel like you're too busy to talk, you know, fine. You know, fine. I look forward to actually talking to you, maybe. I don't know. You're kind of a strange person. Kind of hard to talk to because you don't like to actually ever respond, pretty much. And the other one, I'm not sure if I don't think I mentioned this in the last episode because, you know, it didn't happen until like late last night. Yeah. But she was like, oh, I'm not on here often. Let me, here's my snap. So, you know, text me on Snap. First of all, not only do I not use Snapchat, I hate Snapchat. So, when I saw that, I was like, ugh, that sucks. I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm gonna be like, hey, I don't use Snapchat. Here's my Instagram. That's what I said. And I haven't heard anything since. And that was like late last night. Whatever. I don't really care. At that point, it just sounds like if you're gonna ghost me from there, it just sounds like you just wanted to fucking increase your snap score for some reason, you know, which is stupid. Which is what I was thinking about the other girl. I was thinking that she probably just wants to increase her fucking followers on Instagram because, I don't know, she doesn't necessarily seem like the type do from her Instagram, but she has a lot of followers on there. So maybe she's just fucking trying to get that count up or something. I don't know. Weird regardless. I think I'm getting good money from these battles. It's my turn. There's no escape. Yo, the battles are the exact same every time. It is so unbelievably lame. Dude. This is so annoying. This is so frustrating. Like, this is so boring. And I don't get bored that easily, but this is boring, bro. And they have so many Pokemon. That's the thing. There's like 5 for each statue or whatever. Ugh. I feel like I had something else I wanted to mention today too. I'm kind of forgetting. But yeah, no, in general, girls be kind of weird, you know. It's been one of my biggest problems in general with these dating apps. A lot of them just like don't know what they're looking for, I feel like, or they're just on there for some sort of fun. They don't even want to go on dates. They just want to talk to people on Hinge, but they don't want to actually go on dates or do anything in person, which I find it also just weird. Like, you're just looking for attention basically. And there's a lot of like people like that are just on those apps. So it's like, how likely are you to find the one that you actually want? At this point, not very likely. And it's slightly frustrating because like, I mean, I don't think I'm like, what's the word I'm looking for? Highly desirable, I guess, when it comes to like dating app. Like, what you're seeing on a dating app, you see my profile, you're probably like, nah, he's not the most attractive, or something like that, you know, whatever. Which I don't think I'm like ugly, but I'm not fucking hot. Regardless, if I saw my profile, I probably would be like, no, I'm good. Even though I think my profile itself is decent. Like, I have decent pictures on there, and I have decent, my prompts are pretty decent, I think. They're not like creepy at the very least, like a lot of people's. You know, so but yeah, regardless, it's like, damn, I don't get a lot of likes, and I don't get matches very often, and I don't get likes at all. Like, I always have to, you know, like somebody and then they will respond to my like or whatever. It's never the other way around, which is, I think that's mostly normal for guys for the most part, unless you're like really fucking attractive or something, you know. But then a lot of times you're also getting people who are not attractive, because when you have someone who is attractive, a lot of times they're not even actually swiping themselves because they get so many likes. They just go through their liked people, I guess. Does this bring me to the front? It does. Perfect. I was gonna say, I need a heal. So what else? Yeah, no, just girls be weird. And obviously I had that situation a while back with the girl I was talking to where she's like, oh, I don't want a relationship. It's like, wow, that's not what it seemed like at all. Mixed signals are crazy. I hate that too. It's like, you made it seem like you did want one, the way you were fucking texting me every second of every day. You know, and that one was a really big bummer for me too, because like, she was pretty, we went on an actual date and it was nice, and she was like, oh yeah, I loved it, and then just fucking was like, I don't actually want a relationship. It's like, oh, fuck you. That one was a bummer, obviously. But at the same time, like, it's also like a so be it sort of situation where it's like, I don't really care that much. It just kind of sucks because, of course I wanted a relationship. Duh. Like, that was like, that's the point of the dating apps in general. Like, obviously I know there's a lot of people who are on there for short-term relationships or like friends with benefits sort of situation. Which, I mean, I do get to a certain extent, but I also do find it stupid at the same time. Because, like, personally, I would never want, you know, something like that. I don't think. And I've thought about it, because obviously the last girl I was talking to, like, that's what she wanted from me. So I was like, I thought about it. And prior to that, there was somebody else who it was a different situation. in general, where it's not that she wanted a friends with benefits sort of situation or anything like that. She wanted a regular, like a relationship, but we had differences in what we wanted in the future, so we decided to cut things off. So like with her, I was like, oh well, we don't need to be together. But I was like, no, I don't want to do that. That's just seems like a waste of time and money and shit like that, when I could be focusing somewhere else, which is the important thing right now for me. Is that even though there are these great people out here that, you know, want to hang out, they want to do these things, but they don't want a relationship. Or maybe they do want a relationship, but they don't want, but you have differences, and you know, you could stay as friends or friends with benefits or something like that. But so you could do that sort of thing, and that's fine. It's great. Whatever. You know, you do you. But at the same time, that effort can all be placed somewhere else. So if you're not like going on these dates with people who you aren't even going to end up with, then you have time to do other shit, whether it be, especially in my case, improving myself, or recording like this, because I love doing this. Damn, this bitch only has 61 health at full HP, and I have 130. Fucking fat ass Cole over here. I guess that makes sense. Damn. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just very frustrating. And of course, I don't really care. I'm enjoying my happy single life, realistically. But also, it would be nice to be able to meet somebody with the same goals and actually go out on a nice date and continue. Because the only dates I've been on in general, there's one girl who went on 3 dates with. That's the one we decided to just cut things off because we had different goals. Which she didn't really tell me that until it was not too late, I guess, but after we had already gone on these dates and had a good time. She was a little weird anyways, as well, to be fair. She really was. Oh my god, bro. Not the Endeavor. This better hit. My Pursuit better hit. Of course it doesn't. This dude's gonna get everybody so low if he just keeps spamming Endeavor. I say he goes for Quick Attack right here, try and get the kill. But now he's in a wicked spot where he can just fucking... Don't Endeavor. Fuck! This is so annoying. Because I know he has Quick Attack, so he's making everybody's low enough after an Endeavor to just die to a Quick Attack. This is so stupid. Oh my god. Bow. Oh, brother. This guy stinks. Ah! Wait, this could be bad, too. Oh, he's Wing Attack. We live that, surely. Does he just die here? That'd be perfect. He didn't take damage. I have Quick Attack myself. Hiya! I missed. Fucking double team, man. Don't do it again, you ass. What an ass hat. Why is it not doing anything? There we go. Does he have like Cloud 9? No way he has Cloud 9 randomly. Because the hail should be doing damage. And it wasn't. Yeah, so you know, and the other one was, you know, what I mentioned earlier, where the girl didn't want a relationship or whatever. But she was definitely 100% acting like she wanted a relationship when we were talking and everything. And she was like, yeah, we can still be friends or whatever. We can still go out. It's like, ugh. It's just not ideal, man. I don't understand people like that. But I'm definitely not wasting my time on people who are like that, because I am far too busy, like I mentioned earlier, and as Kevin mentioned to me yesterday. I'm so busy with doing stuff constantly that he doesn't even know how I do it. He said his battery would be dead, or his social battery would be dead regardless. And that's kind of just, fuck you. That's just kind of how it is. Like, I don't have time to be dealing with people if they don't want to actually do work on, you know, possibly being in a relationship, I guess, and work towards that goal. Man. I feel like in terms of gameplay, this is the most boring episode I have done. Like, this is so lame. Holy Toledo, man. I'm gonna go in here and then heal him. I might be stupid. No, I'll be good. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm not stupid. We're good. Well, I'm a little stupid, but that's besides the point. I also, when I was talking to Kevin yesterday, I think he mentioned that he got his mic and camera in for his PC. So we may end up doing something together. Whatever it ends up being, I'm not sure yet. But it could be on the agenda, which would be very fun. So hopefully something along the lines, you know, along so I just hope something happens that goes along with those plans. It just may be a while from now, because I kind of want to finish this first, because I don't think I can balance doing two different series at the same time right now, because of how much I'm doing outside of you know, YouTube, with how many especially with how many hours I'm working. Like, that's the main thing right now. I'm working a lot. You know, so like there's that. And then just like, I also just I really value hanging out with my friends whenever I can and shit. So like even my weekends, like, I don't spend a lot of that time recording, because I always end up being busy, whether it's because I'm at work for, you know, 8 hours that day still, or if it's because I'm going out with friends and doing something. Because like, I think last weekend on Saturday I was gonna record when I got home from work, but I didn't do that because I instead went to go play basketball, and then after that went to a like heavy metal concert, which isn't my favorite thing. It really is not, but it was still a pretty cool experience regardless. But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm just so busy. I can't be dealing with all these people, I guess. Plus, I'm very satisfied with how my life is right now, so I really can't lie. Except for the main thing that I'm not satisfied with in my life is I wish I made more money. Obviously, then I wouldn't be working as much as I do. I mean, that just makes sense, right? Frankly, but at the same time, I also do enjoy what I do, so it's kind of a like win-lose situation there in a way. I don't know. I don't need rest. I have, potions and shit. So I don't need that. My coffee's also gone, which is pretty sad. I would like to record another episode today, but I don't think I'm going to have time to. Because after this, I'm cooking. Well, I should say I'm recording, or I'm editing, and then I'm cooking while I export. And then I'll probably still be cooking before that's done. So I'll probably end up, what's it called? Uploading the video as well to YouTube. Or scheduling it to YouTube, if you will. I don't know, but I'm so excited for food, man. I like cooking because I just know that what I'm gonna be making is good, and I do this exact meal pretty often because it's just so easy to make and it's so good for you, that I just can't not make this meal. I feel like, if that makes sense. Like, it's just like, it's so simple. Just grilled chicken, rice, green beans, or like I'll do broccoli sometimes, depending on what I'm feeling and shit. Boom. Or instead of rice, I'll do like couscous or something else, or like a small pasta salad, or maybe a salad in general. Like, who knows? But like grilled chicken is so good. I don't know what I would do. Ooh, I like the buzz. I don't know what I would do without chicken in my life, man. Like, I feel like I'd just suffer so much if I didn't have chicken to rely on for food all the time. Oh. Like, if I was a fucking vegetarian or vegan, dude, I don't know what I would do if I was vegan. Like, vegetarian, at least, like, you can have most stuff. But fucking vegan, there's just so much stuff completely off the table. Because there's a lot of animal products. I mean, cheese. You can't have fucking cheese. You can't have eggs. I don't like eggs anyways. I think some vegetarians don't have eggs as well. I don't know. It depends on how they view eggs, I think. Because some people are stupid, frankly. I'm not going to get into that. But still. Go with a Mothra. This motherfucker sucks, by the way. I want it to evolve. Like, Venomoth is decent, but Venonat is just ass. So ass. Boom, boom, ba-down, boom, ba-down, boom, ba-down. But yeah, I also like have some other shit that I like want to do on this channel. Like, obviously, I'd like to do stuff that's not Pokemon related at some point. Again, I'd love to do Fey Tactics on here. That game is super cool. And I've beaten it on hard mode before, so I'd love to do it again on hard mode. I also beat it on hard mode way before I should have needed to beat it on hard mode. Frank, like, genuinely, because like that game is that you can beat the ending well before you like do a lot of like battles and stuff that like are in the game, and like a lot of like small story stuff that's a little bit more insignificant. And beating it on hard in general is difficult, but beating it on hard while you're severely like under leveled and under like prepared in general, fucking ridiculous. Seriously ridiculous. What's up, Spoink? So but I'd love to do that. I'd love to maybe play like Mario and Luigi games on here, because like for the most part this is just gonna be a complete channel of like turn-based games, because everything's being recorded on my laptop, so I can't. It's not like a gaming high quality laptop. Like, it's just a regular ass laptop. It's not that impressive. It runs pretty well, but yeah. What does this do? Oh, it's technically an encounter. It's a Weasel. Or Fossil. Wow. Take that shit. Ooh. 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 I'm gonna catch this thing because I'm pretty sure this counts as an encounter, weirdly enough. Because it should count as the town, and I definitely didn't get an encounter in the town. Don't hurt yourself too bad, Floatzel, my guy. I feel like I've done nothing this episode, and this episode's almost over. Oh, no way. Fuck you. Okay. Well, he's not confused anymore, so he's not going to kill himself. Not Pursuit. Pursuit Aerospace. It's a place I work for, guys. It's an okay place. It's alright. I just wish it paid more. I mean, I make fucking airplane parts. I mean, come on. Make way more money. Like, the company makes so much money where to the point where it doesn't even make sense that I don't make more just because of that. And it's not like it's a fucking like Walmart or something, you know, where you expect like younger people to work there. Obviously, I need to give you a nickname. Floatzel, Floatzel, Floatzel. I don't have a fucking name in mind at all. Not in the slightest. Wow. Dude, I got nothing right now. Nothing's coming to my mind. I'm just calling you floaties because I got nothing else. I got nothing else. I really don't have anything. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna go back and heal real quick. Do. Oh, shit. I don't feel like recording, or I don't feel like editing after this. No, I'm kidding. Oh, it's Lance. What's up, Lance? Damn it. I just ran back for no reason. Well, whatever. All right, I'm just gonna hit save now. We're gonna call the episode here. Hopefully, next episode is a tad bit more exciting at the very least, because that was not at all really. But I'm gonna go cook, have a good dinner hopefully. And maybe if I have enough time, I'll record another episode today, but probably not. Probably not. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!